Right then, boys and girls, we are going to get straight into today's episode, and a big episode today. 5 games in the highlights package, plus a game against Southampton at home at the at St James's Park, plus all the other roundup stuff as well that we usually do. What do we normally do now? Oh, that's right. Roll the titles. Yes, as I've just said, a big episode today. 5 games in the highlights package. We're going to get straight into it. Here is all of the highlights from those 5 games. Trent, minute gone. Free kick. Horn keeps it out. Falls to Henderson. Shelby does really well on getting back and tackling. Grealish completes the clearance. Here it is, and it's bang on the line. Halfway through the ball and nowhere near over. It remains 0-0. Henderson into Bobby Firmino. Lovely ball out to Douglas Costa on the back foot now. And Mane's there. Slams home to make it 1-0 to Liverpool. Douglas Costa with a lovely ball through, or lovely ball over into the middle of the box. And Henderson here finds the ball through to Bobby Firmino. Firmino, lovely ball, setting Douglas Costa. We're on the back foot here from this point, and a whip cross in finds Sadio Mane. Angelino, no chance, and it's 1-0 to Liverpool. Free kick goes for goal and makes Alisson make the save, and he collects the ball at a second time. A chance for there and nowhere near the line for us. Still 1-0 Liverpool. And just before half time, and goes into Henderson, into Lallana, over the top to Andy Robertson. He can definitely cross the ball in, but only as far as Henderson hits the bar and we get the ball clear. It's been all Liverpool this half. We need something different in this second half. He, with the ball 10 minutes into the second half, puts the corner in, but only gets the ball clear. And Maya now, far from the Liverpool goal, finds David Neres on this left-hand side into Ki Sung-young. Jack Grealish, can he go for goal? No. Doesn't pull the trigger, goes out to Manquillo. David Neres at the back post, heads just wide. Switch Neres and Grealish over at half-time. Hopefully have a little bit more luck down those sides. Henderson on a booking already, goes through Shelby, and this should be a second yellow card for Jordan Henderson. It is, and the Liverpool now down to 10 men on the hour mark. Lascelles now picking up the ball from the back. Couple of minutes left in this game, and hopefully we can pull a draw from it. Manquillo on this right-hand side takes on his man into Jack Grealish, into Maya. Maya's there, and he scores with the final kick of the game. 1 apiece, and he scores his first goal of the season, first goal for the club, and we're looking like we're going to salvage a draw against Liverpool. Manquillo wide on that right-hand side into Grealish, and Grealish gets a lovely ball through to Lavaro Maya, and it's 1 apiece. And there we have it. Full-time whistle's gone. Liverpool 1, Newcastle 1. Very entertaining game. Lots of chances from both sides. But I think a draw was probably the best result. We go again. Next highlight is against Spurs. Fana out to Grealish. He's got the run on Trippier, but Angelino with the ball on the back post. David Neres is there. Oh, Baz there and sticks it home. Gets ahead of, I think it's Vertonghen or Alderweireld, and puts us 1-0 up. David Neres just puts it into that corner, and Arp is there just to move in front of the defender. 1-0, but it is being looked at by VAR. Is it going to count, or are they going to chalk it off? No, they're going to count it. Betty Harper scored his 3rd goal of the season. Grealish finding Angelino down that left-hand side. He whips that ball in to David Neres, and Neres just gets the ball through to Fetty Arp, and it is Alderweireld who he gets in front of to make it 1-0. Zagadou again, back to Timo Horn. This time we do go long. David Neres going to get the run on Ben Davies, but doesn't get it. Manquillo picks up the ball and finds Grealish. Back to David Neres. He's got a little bit of a run into Fetty Arp, and that is his 2nd goal. Coming into 20 minutes left of the game. Fetty Arp scoring his 4th goal of the season. Lovely assist from David Neres. Manquillo picking the ball up, finding Grealish with a first-time pass. He then finds Neres, and he just goes on a little run. Nice little mazy run. Lovely little through ball. Davinson Sanchez should be doing a lot more there, but it's 2-0 to Newcastle. Visca with a free kick finds Dele on the edge of the box, trying to find Harry Kane, but Harry Wilson is there to cut in front of him, and he's on a lovely little run. Fettiard down this right-hand side. There's 2 over. Can he find one? Harry Wilson's there. What a counter-attacking goal from Newcastle. 3-0 to Newcastle now. Harry Wilson with his first goal for the club, and Fettiard repaying the play back from his teammates in assisting a goal for himself. Up down this right-hand channel, and they're flooded forward to try and get a goal back, but we've hit them on the counter-attack, and it's 3-0 to Newcastle. 10 minutes to go. Angelino with the ball and trying to find Fettiard, and the Tongan comes in and puts his foot through it. Fofana has looked like he shoved Visca down, and it looks like Fofana is going to be sent off onto us. He's already on a yellow card. Going to be his second yellow card. Fofana has been sent off. Trippier with the free kick into Eriksson/Son, and it's come off the back of Eriksson, and it's 3-1 now. 8 minutes to go. Lovely ball in from Kieran Trippier, and Son gets the ball, and Eriksson just tucks that away. It's 3-1 to Newcastle. Visca with a corner, whips that ball in. Ben Davies is there. Manquillo gets the ball off the line, but doesn't do a good enough job in getting that ball clear. And the ball just falls to Son Heung-min, and he puts that ball back in emphatically to score the second goal for Spurs. Manquillo needs to be doing a hell of a lot better there on the post. And it's 3-2 to Newcastle. And there we have it, 3-2 to Newcastle. A little bit shaky with the red card to Fofana with 10 minutes to go. They scored 2 goals in the final 10 minutes to make it a little bit nervy, but we held on, 3-2 win. We now go on to Cardiff. Wilson with a free kick gets that ball into the back post. Zagadou into Lascelles, and it's 1-0 to Newcastle just after the 20-minute mark. And the partnership at the back scoring the goal for us here. Wilson whipping that ball in. Zagadou just knocks it over to Lascelles, and it's 1-0 to Newcastle. Free kick just after half time, and he puts it into the back of the net. Smithy's absolutely no chance. Newcastle 2, Cardiff 0. Harry Wilson with his second goal of the season. Free kick specialist in real life and now in game as well. Smithy's got a hand to it, but 2-0 to Newcastle. And it's all over at St James's Park. A routine win for Newcastle. 2-0 against Cardiff, as you can see from the stats. Dominated the play. Harry Wilson, man of the match. A goal, and played really, really well on that left-hand side. Good to see Breland Bolo back. We now go up against Arsenal at the Emirates. Wilson, free kick, goes for goal, and check. I think has to push that round for a corner, and he does. Wilson will take that corner and get the ball into the middle. Got some big boys in the middle. Goes for Fettiard. Shelvey with the ball. Back out to Harry Wilson. Can he get another ball in? Back to Shelvey. Shaw. Into Grealish. Goes for goal. And a good block from the defender. And Alexandro will get that clear for the Gunners. Angelino down this left-hand side into Jack Grealish. Back to Angelino. Coming inside. Trying to find Fettiard. But they only get the ball clear to Shelvey. He finds Yedlin on this right-hand side. Shelvey again. Back to DeAndre Yedlin. Goes for goal, and he shoots just wide. Open game for this one in the first 25 minutes. Either side could have taken the lead. Shelvey getting the ball nicked off him by Aaron Ramsey. Aubameyang now running at the defence. Goes for goal. Timo Horn pushes that ball over for a corner. David Neres down this left-hand side. Hour mark gone. David Neres running at Alexandro, but he just holds his ground and just takes the ball off the young Brazilian, and they get the ball out to Mkhitaryan on this right-hand side. He's driving our defence through to Mesut Ozil, goes for goal and punishes us on the counter-attack. Mesut Ozil's second goal of the season. Mkhitaryan putting the ball through to him, and yeah, good effort from David Neres trying to break through the lines, but they get the ball out to Mkhitaryan. He drives forward, through ball to Mesut Ozil, and he just puts that one well past Timo Horn. 1-0 to the Gunners. And that is it. Final whistle has gone. A hard-fought contest here at the Emirates. And it's 1-0 to Arsenal. Our first loss in about 8 or 9 games. But it does come at the hands of the Gunners. Not beating them yet in this save. We need to turn that stat around. We go now to Palace, final game of this highlights package. With a free kick, whips that ball in, trying to find Fettiard, and Gaeta comes out and punches clear. Fofana recycling that ball and led Yedlin down this left-hand side, finds David Neres. Can he get the ball in? He can. Fettiard's there. Fettiard scores. 5th goal of the season for the youngster, and what an assist by David Neres. Just kept that ball on the pitch after Yedlin's looping pass down this left-hand side. And he whipped this ball in. I'm not quite sure how he did it, but he did just before it went out. And Fetty just sweeps that ball home. 1-0 to Newcastle. MacArthur over the top to Brady. Yedlin does have the pace to get back to him there. Over the top, Guidetti's there, and it's just over. 1-0 to Newcastle still. Brady with a corner, whips that ball in. Guidetti's there, comes off Shelvey, and it's 1 apiece. Own goal for us to concede with 15 minutes to go. Palace not been in this game at all, and they're sneaking a point at the minute. Guidetti just ricochets off of Shelvey. It's not good at all. 1 apiece. Brady with a free kick gets the ball in. Maguire's there, and it's come off a defender again. And Palace have smashed and grabbed this one. It's going to be 2-1 to Palace, and 9 minutes to go. Can we salvage anything from this game? Brady getting the ball in. Maguire heads on, and it just doesn't fall well for us there. Newcastle 1, Palace 2. Highlight straight after the goal though. Maya into Lascelles, back to Cher. Back to Lascelles again. They're pressing. They've gone 2 up top. They've gone for a really attacking 4-4-2. So there could be spaces to run into. Yedlin. Can he find Fetty? He can. And 1-on-1 with Gaeta. Should be scoring that. Comes to David Neres. Wilson at the back post. Gaeta again. And he keeps it out. Should be scoring that though. Should be putting us 2 apiece. But Maya with the corner. Fofana into Fetty. Falls to Cher. Gaeta again. What a goalkeeping performance from Palace's number 1. He's keeping us out. We should be level here. Maya again with the corner. Fofana at the far post. And he hits the bar. But Gaeta comes out and collects. 4 minutes of injury time. Gaeta to Harry Maguire. Maguire into Maya. Maya has got a little bit of time on his hands. He's got time to turn. Drinkwater over the top to Andros Townsend. Townsend, can he get the ball into the middle? Benteke. But a great tackle from Cher and Lascelles. And we go on the counter-attack. David Neres down this right-hand side. Running at the defence. He's skating past the defence there. Gets the ball in. Fetty up this time. 2 apiece. With 3 minutes of injury time to go. And it's 2-2. Just what we deserved in this game. David Neres absolutely streaming past Sacco there. Nowhere to be seen. Gets the ball in. 2-3 men in the box. Fetty puts that one in. 6th goal of the season for him. 2 apiece. There we have it. Full-time whistle's gone. And as you look by the stats, we are extremely unlucky to only come away with this game with a point. Fetty with a brace. But Harry Maguire and a John Joe Shelvey own goal put Palace in the driving seat, and we just managed to get a point back. But that is it. Final highlight package. We will see where we end up in the table next. So not a bad run of form. A 1-1 draw, so a point at Anfield coming in the 93rd minute. Very exciting stuff there. We then beat Brentford in the Carabao Cup 2-1. A highly rotated side there going into the Carabao Cup and winning. Murphy and Perez scoring the goals. We then had a really good win at Tottenham 3-2. Fetty with a brace. We got a man sent off. They came back into it in the final 10 minutes, but we held off. Relatively easy 2-0 win against Cardiff. Lascelles and Wilson again. Went to the Emirates. I think we were really unlucky in this game, actually, to be fair. And Mesut Özil scoring just after the hour mark on the against the run of play, I feel. But unlucky, but we need to be better in those games against the bigger teams. We then beat Wigan 2-0 in the Carabao Cup. We then got Leicester in the 4th round at the end of October. And then a disappointing 2-2 draw against Palace. Should have really won it. We were 1-0 up, really cruising, to be fair. And then 2 lucky goals for Palace, bringing them back into the game. And then Fetty scoring in the 93rd minute. Fetty, by the way, has started the season on absolute fire. 6 goals in the first 7 games for him. So he's up there in the player stats. Plus 3 player of the matches alongside Eden Hazard. So Chelsea are playing fantastically well this season. So they'll be really difficult to come up against. And David Neres as well. 4 assists for him in the first 7 games. So he's playing particularly well. We've got all of our players back that were already injured during that kind of spell as well. So we had a lot of injuries during that spell. But we're 7th in the league, 12 points, and we're only really 3 points off of a top 4 place. As I said, going for Europa League plays this year, whether that's through the league or through one of the cups. Mike Ashley's still here. He's still looking to leave as soon as possible. No one's come in for a new bid for the club, so that isn't rectified just yet. So hopefully he will go sooner rather than later. So yeah, Southampton today, this will be the lineup that plays against them in that game. So we've got Horn in goal, Yedlin, Shah, Lascelles and Chilwell at left back, Fofana and Shelvey in the middle, Embolo on the right, David Neres on the left, Grealish in behind, Fetty up. Let's get into this game against Southampton and pick up 3 more points. Yedlin with a free kick goes to Shelvey and find our way up to Grealish. Grealish now being pressed a little bit, but we go back into Shelvey and Fofana with the ball at his feet. He's got a switch out there to Chilwell and he finds him down that left-hand side into David Neres. Back out to Shelvey. Lovely switch again to Yedlin. Yedlin into the box. Fetty up there and Bolo follows up and it's a corner kick. Grealish again from a corner. Finds Neres short this time. Goes for goal. It rebounds off one of the defenders and it's 1-0 to Newcastle. And Bolo could have been offside. They're going to check VAR. But has been ruled out for offside. Still 0-0. Angus Gunn launches that ball forward with about 10 minutes to go in the first half and we knock it down to Neres. Fofana and Neres playing a little 1-2. Fetty up over the top, but Vestergaard's always going to win that header because he's massive, a massive defender. Elyounoussi now into Armstrong, and they're playing it around really well, but Fofana steps in. Up now. Can he get the ball over? Yes, he can, and Bolo's there. Goes for goal, goes for the near post, hits the post, and they get it clear again. Very even game so far, and hopefully we can break the deadlock. Grealish knocks it down to Jonjo Shelvey. He's on a little run. Can he go for goal? He can. Falls back to Embolo. This time, that one is going to count. Brilliant Embolo with a goal. 1-0 to Newcastle. It's gone to VAR again, and it's been ruled offside again. VAR absolutely clearing us at the minute. Prowse with a corner, going to get the ball in, and Shah gets the ball clear, but only as far as Ajeti. But he do press him well. Back out to Armstrong. 10 minutes now into the second half, and Elyounoussi and Armstrong exchange passes, but Fofana again breaks up the play. He's been fantastic for us this season. Shelvey on the counter-attack. Can he find Fetty up? He can. Fetty up, Stu comes through to Bolo, hits the post. Gunn makes a great save against Fetty up. It came to Embolo. He should be putting that one away, and it's still 0-0. Embolo into Maya. Maya now has got a little bit of time and space into Shelvey. Back out to Embolo. He's been really good today. Hits the bar and they get it clear. Embolo has done everything today apart from score that vital goal. Højbjerg with the ball at his feet into Gabbiadini. Lascelles does well. Comes out to Armstrong. Goes for goal and Armstrong has put them 1-0 up. We've done everything but score in this game. Hit the woodwork 3 times. Had 2 half chances, 1 clear-cut chance, and they go up the other end and score with 20 minutes to go. And Gabbiadini whipping that ball in. Good header away from Lascelles. Armstrong this time picks the ball up and he just puts that into the top right-hand corner. 1-0 to Southampton. Yedlin throws it into Maya, but gets the ball back from the defender this time. Shelvey now with the ball, whipping that ball in. Fofana picks up that ball. We've got people on the left and the right. Yedlin making the pitch as wide as he can, but can't get his cross past the first man. Shah does really well, and now Bolo on the chase. Troy Deeney is in the middle, finds Maya, but can't get the ball to him. Laxat going to get that ball clear to Austin, but Yedlin does well and cuts that ball out, but only as far as Laxat. Ajeti does Shah there really, really well, and Elyounoussi down this right-hand side into the right back. I'm not going to tell you his name at all. Elyounoussi getting the ball back into Højbjerg. Long shot, and he shoots over. 4 minutes to go now. We're still in this. Yedlin into my final action of the game, and there we have it. Full-time whistle's gone. Newcastle 0, Southampton 1. We did everything but score in that game. Hit the post, had 2 goals disallowed, and yeah, just wasn't our day. No one playing particularly well. No one over a 6.9. Just tells you absolutely everything in this team. Still getting to know each other. A lot of changes made in the summer, so nothing to worry about just yet. That sees us in 8th, still on the same points with West Ham, a couple of points behind Bournemouth, and 4 points behind Spurs. So we're still in that race for the top 6-7 places, and that would include a Europa League place, but we should have beat Southampton. That's now really closed that gap to a single point from them. So yeah, disappointing episode, disappointing game to have in that episode. But we will be back against Stoke and Sheffield United. We're going to come straight back and hopefully bounce back with 2 wins with 2 newly promoted sides there. What a disappointing game in today's episode. We did everything but score a goal. Embolo had 2 chalked off for offside as well via VAR. So yeah, not the game we wanted to bring you, but we did have a really good run in that highlights package, as you saw. So yeah, swings and roundabouts in football. But that is it for today's episode. If you have enjoyed it, please do drop it a like. Subscribe to the channel if you do and you don't want to miss out anymore. Hit that little bell icon so you're notified every time a video goes live. We will be back with this save on Saturday at 12 o'clock as usual. And until next time, when we bring you Stoke and Sheffield United, I'll see you soon.